If having allergies suck and you've bought and used all of the medications, but still you are walking around sounding like you are living underwater, you have head pressure, your nose is running, and yeah, you're sporting raccoon eyes, would you mind if I share with you some of the natural things that I do to help my body be not so reactive during allergy season? I always wonder, how is it possible that some people can go outside and be totally unaffected, strolling along, touching flowers, breathing in all deep and stuff, taking really deep, big breaths like when I struggle to open my window and just breathe in just a little air without having a major sneezing attack. How is that possible? Well, some of us allergy sufferers, we have heredity to blame. Did you know that if one or both of your parents had allergy issues, that you are 30 to 60% more likely to have allergy issues? After trying all of the prescription medication and all of the over-counter medication that actually seemed to make my problems worse, my nose was a lot more drier and I seemed to have more postnasal drip and a lot more just tightness and dryness of my throat. In my great desperation, I decided to try some natural supplements like nettles and echinacea and a few others that were mentioned here. And I could finally breathe. I had less postnasal drip, less head pressure, and my energy was back. After using those supplements, I became the person in the commercials running around frolicking in all the grassy meadows in the fields. I was that person. Getting rid of allergies is not a one-step process. One of the things I've noticed since I've gotten older is that I still need to make some tweaks to the things that I do in order to help keep my allergens in check. One of those things is to eliminate drinking regular or non-dairy milk. Because I am dairy sensitive, I do non-dairy milk. Flax milk. I love this milk. It has the consistency of regular milk, so I love it. But what I do instead of drinking the cold milk is to have it warmed up. But not just warmed up. So warmed up with very powerful spices. That would be cinnamon, black pepper, ginger, and turmeric. Add just a pinch of each of these. That's really all you need, is a pinch of these in order to help it go into the tissues and do all of the wonderful magic that it does without overpowering the flavor of it. And just a little bit of cinnamon here. Just enough to knock the chill off of it. While that's doing that, let me grab this here in a strainer. I use a funnel because, well, I'm messy. Sometimes I leave the herbs in there and drink it that way, and other times I strain it out. It really just depends on how I feel. The why behind not drinking cold milk is because it is harder for our bodies to digest, especially when we're already dealing with allergens. Besides, warm drinks in general are very soothing to the body. Just think about it. Warm milk is the thing that they would give to people before it is that they went to bed for a good night's sleep. Give the video a thumbs up if you drank warm milk as a child growing up. That's good right there. Speaking of things being easy and not being a burden on our bodies, because they're already working hard to fight off the allergens, I forego eating salads or other raw foods if my allergies are like acting really crazy. I found that it's best if I eat warm, well-spiced foods, especially vegetables. Anything that's easier to digest does its job much more effectively. And we want to be able to have our bodies digest and do things more effectively so that it can get on to the business of taking care of the allergens or its reaction to the allergens that's going on. So think about it. If our bodies are so busy spending a lot of time trying to break down difficult, hard to digest food, when does it have the time to go in and fight the pollen, the dander, the ragweed, or anything else that we're having a reaction to? During this time, I enjoy eating a ton of roasted vegetables. There are so many combinations of vegetables that you can mix together and spices that you can use. Like, it's endless. You can't get tired of it while you're giving up the salads. Just during this season, not even the whole season, just while your allergies are like at their height. Once it lessens, go back to having your salads if you want to. Despite what you may have heard or read, you still get a lot of benefits eating cooked vegetables. So don't worry. The next thing I do during allergy season is super, super important, and it's TMI time. I make sure my bowels are moving regularly, daily, fully, completely. Oh, and I have a great tasting smoothie recipe to share with you in just a bit. It's packed with vitamin C, great during allergy season, but it's super yummy. It's the perfect way to flush out all of the things. I remember being told by a doctor that having eliminations every other day or once a week was normal and okay. Yet I felt and I looked like crap. Once I realized that in fact I was constipated and that I needed to flush things out, there's a whole chart you can use that will help you determine whether or not you're constipated or not. I know some people think that they're not, even though they're going every day. But if it's not looking like the chart, and if it's not coming out regularly and a few times a day, then yeah, you're probably constipated. But you can use this chart to determine if your movements are regular or in need of something else. Getting on top of the bowel issues, my allergy symptoms are almost non-existent. Now for the smoothie. I have this smoothie in the morning after I have my special lemon morning drink. This smoothie reminds me of orange sherbet. It's good. In a good high power blender, what you want to do is take 1 or 2 clementines. I have peeled them already. 1/4 cup of non-dairy milk or non-dairy yogurt. Not regular milk. Regular milk and fruit, that is not a good mix. That is a stomach ache waiting to happen. And then 1 or 2 ice cubes. Blend it on high until it is nice and smooth. All right, nice, creamy, and smooth. Ooh, it smells so delicious. It really does remind me of orange sherbet. Look at that. Now wait, before you go and gulp this down, make sure that it is not cold, because I just cautioned you. Remember, I just cautioned you not to have cold things. You want to make sure the chill is off of this drink. With the blender, it should have gotten that taken care of, and then you want to consume it. And I actually use the milk that I made earlier, my warm milk. I use that in here, so it's already nice and room temperature. Yes. Comment down below if you would like for me to share with you my nighttime tips to help with allergens, and grab the links to these other natural allergy remedies. Until next week, bye.